bottom of the league in those categories.
Chicago, as Clark gets inside.
Basket is on the right side of the floor, driving
Against the Sky this year.
It's a turnover that leads to an easy bucket. That's what Indiana has done. Christie sides.
Going inside against Edwards. And it's Deladon taking the 20.
Backboard.
Here is Ariel Atkins.
To 8 points every night because of her
performance and their win on Friday. Samuelson shot clock down to 7. Mitchell.
We're playing drop coverage there. And
2 wins as Smith goes right up. Samuelson extra pass. Here is Edwards.
The weak side.
Edwards is here's Smith back on the attack draw.
What's going to take all 5 stars? Indiana had 5 players in double
direction. She's been in double figures and 6 building in transition. It's on. Mitchell drops it for Dolson. For Indiana as Clark whips it inside. Clark with an early 3 assists. Rotation here by Indiana. Van Loo. Clark kick out. Wallace
making a read.
5. Mitchell on the blow by Gibson.
Remember, she missed.
IndianaWorkers.com. From the line, here's Atkins on the other end. Clark, step back.
Known as one of the best perimeter defenders in the...
Off the pass from Clark. Mitchell
with her acceleration.
4 of Indy. Clark on the hesitation or pass. And it's Carly Sam.
Steal. And Washington.
Smith spinning inside over high.
Lexi Hull, but you see her battling for dimension without 2 starters. And
offensive rebound and the wraparound. Gets inside, kick out. Atkins 0 of 8 from the 3-point line. Atkins on the drive, gets inside. Mitchell trying to do something similar, but Washington pull corner 3. Lid on the rim from distance. So just trying to force the pace, pull up 3. Atkins bouncing here for a rolling Dolson who's picked. Samuelson off bounce.
Right. Deguma McCall, who played in this franchise. Erica played.
Here is Katie Lou.
Brianna Jones and Stephanie Jones.
First minutes gets inside. Lost the field house as Walker Kimbrough.
Wet on and knocks down a triple.
Wheeler pulls up. Shot 2. Edwards left wide open. She crossed it inside as Boston turns.
Rebound there, but she was a really good cutter in Washington. Eric Tebow loves her game.
Wheeler wide open. And
Caitlin in.
Open. Back for Carly Samuelson.
I want her to do well. It'd be okay with me if we both.
As Holt gets inside. The bounce pass. Hines Allen. She's got strength. Walker Kimbrough gets inside off the game here for Eric Tebow as Wheeler turns. Her career hasn't gone exactly. Wheeler got a hand in there. Edwards backing in. Tough look. And has 6. Mitchell has 6. Strong performance on Sunday as Atkins. Washington alive offensive. Clark on the drive. Left it Show Smith. And draws another.
Measuring that, but if
accomplishments around the area. As of late as Walker Kim.
The advantages Indiana has had in this.
Here's Wallace, shot clock down to 3. Will extra pass. Samuelson corner 3.
Who taught him how to shoot? She said our dad.
Austin turns the corner, gets. Van Loo missed for teams in the WNBA. Hopes this. Clark way downtown. The steal and a bucket.
And then watch the roof blow off. This is part of the reason why they're up 5-0.
Smith gets free underneath. The way outside. Mitchell steps back and buries it. Samuelson backdoor again. Mitchell back on the attack. Gets inside. Mitchell has matched their largest lead. And Clark there for a moment. Couldn't get it to her. Rebound. And Van Loo. Clark back inside. Long starts. She's now
behind her. He said, Belgium, we've been watching.
Julie Alamon back in the wobble. Sticks with her. Edwards comes down with it. Third quarter underway. Lou sidesteps Clark. And missed. Edwards, that's a deep 2. And to Smith, she will launch. And Dolson has a major size advantage. Smith will try it again. Same spot, same. Atkins on the drive. Wallace stays with
glass.
Here tonight. Boston battling inside. 3 balls.
Nice by Coach Sides out of the gate.
For assists per game. And Wallace bouncing for Boston. Draws the foul.
5. Skilled.
Dolson left open again. And this year, Mitchell catch and shoot. Answer. The homestand about getting Boston and Mitchell. Edwards a 65% free throw assists over 6 seasons. Longer.
I don't think Erica minds.
Verified error. Who's left alone? Wallace came to the races. Ahead for Wallace. Caitlin Clark, I think, officially
6 rebounds and 3 assists.
With the step back, deep 2, money answered back every time. Dolson did a big
triples. Good ATO by Aaron.
The drive gets inside, muscles her way.
Dolson away and allows.
You kind of see that look right there on her percent midway through the third quarter.
Green coverage. She's getting better at that too.
July 6th.
Seems like it's a one.
Samuelson.
It's their injuries, right? They just hang around Chicago. Brittany Sykes comes back after.
So, as you get into the back half of Fever, as the entire WNBA, 2016. Mitchell knocks it away, but right into the hand. For Kimbrough to the line for two. Misses special and more online. Fever team short out. Mitchell a little too deep in the third quarter.
Well, we talked about them getting to the free throw.
10 more free throws on the night. And Hines Allen a straightaway three. Off back sets up Boston. Allen trying to muscle her way inside.
Trying to keep the ball on the same side of the floor.
Here's Boston teeing up a three. Atkins the other direction.
Well, and that possession.
One is injured and two are on the bench right here tonight. Are working her way into a double team and draws the. That's. Both teams creates some space, leaves it short. Nicely there by Angsler. Was wide open. On the drive, gives it back for Hines Allen, who for the races. Melvin beats everybody back in it. It's inside, and Angsler lays. She will launch. Of the week is Dolson on the other end. And off Mitchell pulls up from the foul line. Atkins hangs off.
Funding and screening action. Ariel Atkins
sets up Samuelson wide open, misses transition, banks it in, and a. It's their fourth quarter. It was threatened early
because they were so physical.
Side, good ball movement. Samuelson on the attack, gets inside and lays in two. Melvin.
You have to execute opportunities right here.
Wheeler up attack, just bullies her way inside. It's Wheeler in the starter. Clark launches, hits a response here for Indiana. It's Van Loo from way outside. Got it. Sees the double, bounces. And on the.
She is.
Mitchell, catch and shoot. Hits it line. Dolson, that 3-1. Fake finds some space. And Wheeler has gone up double digits. Atkins draws.
A lane for Atkins.
There's Angsler driving on Boston. Angsler with Washington. They've held on for.
Taking shots here.
Miller on the drive, gets inside. Difficult. Dolson wide open and against Indiana in their two games. Not Wheeler's open. Mitchell on the attack and the shot. Not falling for her around the rim early, and Angsler back on the attack, using the reverse. Get it into Smith plays, and here is Van Loo with a. Boston hits the deck. Now she'll launch, and it's with court.
They don't want to foul Clark. That's the
ball. Tebow could win this challenge. Clark will just wait. 16, 12, and 6.
She had just tied Breanna Stewart as she
had on Sunday. Atkins launches, miss. It's short. Samuelson with the offensive rebound. And Van Loo. Point lead evaporates in mere moments. Clark back inside. Boston, who was off to that strong start. She's now got.
Where did your dad find her? He said Belgium. We've been watching.
You know, Belgian talent with Julie Alleman back in the Wubbles working on Wallace. Van Loo on the drive. Wallace sticks with her. Edwards comes down with it.
It's great.
A third quarter underway. Ended in this position. Van Loo sidesteps Clark and misses.
Nice slip by Dolson.
Edwards, that's a deep two, and a Boston kick outside to Smith. She will launch and Anderson back for Dolson has a major size advantage. Smith will try it again, same spot, same. Here's Atkins on the drive. Wallace stays with.
A couple of players that are so good using the glass.
Missed just 4 shots here tonight. Boston battling inside.
Certain cadence that they're playing with. That were probably ill-advised by Coach Sides out of the gate.
And Atkins, Fever's all-time leader for assists per game. Did you know? Vic brings 4 bodies with her. And Wallace draws. Here's Clark going through the legs, bouncing for Boston, draws the foul.
6'5", skilled.
Position when Boston is playing like this. Dolson left open again, and 8 of 10 from the three-point line this year. Mitchell, catch and shoot, answer. This has been a homestand about getting Boston and Mitchell. Edwards, a 65% free throw game, and it's Erica Wheeler, 4.1 assists over 6 seasons. You're going to hold on to that much longer.
I don't think Erica minds.
She's already in really rarefied air. Sticks with her. Out to Wallace, who's left alone. Wallace canceled there. Van Loo thought she was fouled. Here's Clark off to the races. Ahead for Wallace.
That's her first basket.
Caitlin Clark, I think, officially.
She had 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
Got 9, 8, and 5 right now, Clark. With the step back deep 2. Money time. The 7-point lead. Washington's answered back every time. Dolson did a big post.
In the paint, she's been able to knock down triples. Good ATO by Erica.
Wallace on the drive, gets inside, muscles her way.
Boston takes the help of Dolson away and allows.
Made an impact in other areas, but her shot, you kind of see that look right there on her as a team, though. Still 55% midway through the third quarter.
She's doing a really good job in ball screen coverage. She's getting better at that, too.
July, that's the next Fever home game,
yeah.
July 6th.
Seems like it's the one at Vegas coming up next.
Samuelson.
I think it's the story of their season, minus their injuries, right? They just hang around over Atlanta and Chicago.
Double-digit losses early in the season.
Brittany Sykes comes back after.
Played 13 on the road. So as you get into the back half of. So the Fever, as the entire WNBA, first time since 2016. Bound, leaves that one short. Mitchell knocks it away, but right into the hand. So Satori Walker Kimbrough to the line for 2. Miss Muller, shot tonight's exclusive game night special and more online. Fever team scored out 1 of 2. It's a little too deep. Lived here at the line in the third quarter.
Well, we talked about them getting to the free throw.
Fever have taken 10 more free throws on the night, and the effort has been there. Hines Allen, a straightaway 3. Off Mitchell got it back through some contact, sets up Boston. Allen trying to muscle her way inside.
Katie Lou in the slot. Ice and ball screens, trying to keep the ball on the same side of the floor.
This one has had. Here's Boston teeing up a 3.
In the first.
Atkins the other direction.
Everybody does their job well in that possession.
Washington has 3 centers. 1 is injured and 2 are on the bench right. Probably going with the smallest lineup he's used here tonight. Clark working her way into a double team and draws the
transition happening either way.
That's both teams. Kimbrough creates some space, leaves it short. Samuelson, backdoor. Wheeler cut off nicely there by Angsler. In from the top of the key, Boston finds Mitchell, who is wide open. 2 of them.
She had too much time to think about it.
Melvin on the drive, gives it back for Hines Allen, who cut over on that first possession. Here's Melvin out to the races. Melvin beats everybody.
That's how Washington quickly gets themselves back in it.
Back for Angsler. It's inside, and Angsler lays. Hand off Clark. She will launch. She's Eastern Conference Player of the Week as Dolson on the other end. Hand off Mitchell, pulls up from the foul line.
Good opportunity for Washington.
Atkins hangs off. 15-point third quarter.
In the post, rebounding and screening action.
Right side of the rim. More than 5.
Ariel Atkins, eye on her.
Clark back for Wheeler, sets up Samuelson wide open, misses. Angsler in transition, bakes it in enough
to work as a team too.
Angsler run to open up the fourth quarter. It was threat.
Say foul trouble would put Indiana in the bonus early because they were so physical.
Oh. Here's Samuelson on the fake, outside. Good ball movement. Samuelson. Wheeler cross court. Mitchell's open. Mitchell on the attack. Gets inside. Emily Tully, Christy Wallace, Jay Melvin too, who is appropriately from Melbourne.
Right here, you can't afford any game slippage. You have to execute. So many games come down to these opportunities right here.
Wheeler up. Atkins on the attack, just bullies her way inside. It's Wheeler in the starter. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits it. What a response here for Indiana. Shot clock down to 5, and Lou from way outside. He's waiting for Boston. She's got it. Sees the double, bounces. And on the
wants the ball in this moment right here. She is.
Mitchell, catch and shoot.
Answer 5 outside the three-point line.
Dolson, that 3 won't.
Good hustle by Dolson.
Sees 2. Corner for Wheeler. Shot fake, finds some space, and Wheeler connects. They're knocking at the door. Indiana's gone up double digits. Atkins draws
by Mitchell, and a lane for Atkins.
Here's Ensler driving on Boston. Ensler with the scenarios. They held on to win against Washington. They held on for. Next drinks down to 7.
You have the right team to take shots here.
Wheeler with the shot clock down to 5. Wheeler on the drive, gets inside. Difficult. Been really good. 4 assists as well. Dolson wide open, and he's hit 9 threes against Indiana in their 2 games. Ensler in the air. Boston extra feed. Wheeler's open. Close out the 3-game homestand. Mitchell on the attack, and the shot. Touched on it. Those shots were not falling for her around the rim early in the lead back to 8. Ensler back on the attack, using the reverse.
Get it across.
Clark will split the 2. Get it into Smith. Offensive rebound. She's made a lot of hustle plays. And here is Van Loo with a.
I think they were trying to foul Wheeler.
Boston hits the deck, and Lou thought about the 3. Now she'll launch, and it's. Indiana does get it across midcourt.
They don't want to foul Clark.
Could be overturned, but still Fever ball. Tebow could win this challenge. Into Clark. Terrific inbound pass there. And Clark will just wait. Double is coming. Not tonight, but 16, 12, and 6.
Well, she had just tied Breanna Stewart as a
25-5 game that she had on Sunday. Halfway through the season here. Atkins launches, missed 4 straight at home.